Hi, and welcome to Mindful, Beautiful, and Thriving, a podcast series by Tharaka Foundation focused on youth mental health. Before we begin today's episode, I just wanted to let you all know that all content that is found in our podcast is created for informational purposes only. This content is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, treatment, or therapy. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition, and never disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because of something you have heard in this podcast. Thank you so much, and without further ado, let's get started.
Hello, my name is Seerat.
Hi, I'm Sania. Welcome to Mindful, Beautiful, and Thriving.
Today, we're going to be talking about self-esteem. Self-esteem is something that many people hear from day to day, but don't know the true meaning of. Self-esteem is defined as confidence in one's own worth and or abilities. However, in reality, self-esteem is much more than that. It is having love for yourself, being compassionate to yourself, and treating yourself with kindness and respect. Self-esteem isn't a tree that will grow overnight. It takes time to build self-esteem. In simpler words, self-esteem is how much I like myself, and if you don't value yourself, others won't too.
So, does that mean I'll have more self esteem in math class because I'm confident about that, but not science?
Well, having love for yourself means that you accept that you can and cannot do something. Your self esteem might be higher or lower in different areas. A New Zealand painter, Peter, once said, confidence comes not from always being right, but from not fearing to be wrong. Low self esteem results in blindly following others, even though you don't want to do something else. It also connects to limiting beliefs. For example, telling yourself, I'm always going to be lonely. A positive way of rephrasing that would be, I can open up more and be more transparent in any moment and instantly increase my connections to others. For example, my sister has high self esteem as she believes that she's worthy of being noticed, seen, and applauded. That's why every time we go to the park, she asks us to watch her on the swings, monkey bars, and slides. Self esteem also means that you believe in yourself.
Oh, I get it. Self esteem is important to have for several reasons. The first and most obvious one is to build a good relationship with ourselves. Building a strong relationship with yourself gives you a sense of security and intrinsic validation that you may try to seek from others. Self esteem helps you realize that you are enough and you don't need any external validation to respect yourself and love yourself.
Self esteem is also important for your relationship with others too. Having a sense of self worth and love also allows you to spread positivity to those around. When you feel a sense of low self confidence, you tend to project that into others too. You try to get them to validate you or them down because you think it'll make you feel better. However, you fail to realize that only the validation from yourself will make you feel better. Coming to this realization will make you take responsibility for your own actions and be a better friend, daughter, son, parent, partner, etc.
I agree with you. Both self talk and us talking to others play a very big role. For example, low self esteem self talk would be like saying, I don't like this artwork I made. It looks terrible. Instead, you can tell yourself, I can make this better. Another example, telling yourself, I will never understand this. Instead of this, tell yourself, I will eventually understand this.
Exactly. Like you mentioned, how others talk to us is also important. For example, to decrease your self esteem, someone might say you're stupid. But a positive way to say that is maybe they don't know the full picture yet. One more example could be if someone tells you, who chose that dress for you? You look ugly. A better way to say that would be, I guess we have different clothing tastes.
Yes, exactly. So now let's take a look at how to build self esteem. One of the ways to make yourself feel worthy is to validate your feelings, as none of the feelings are right or wrong. They're simply real. We can also talk to ourselves in a positive way. For instance, instead of telling ourselves, I don't like my hair, I wish it were like hers, tell yourself, I'm happy with the way I am. Instead of telling ourselves, I wish I got that toy, it looks so fun to play with, tell yourself that I'm grateful for what I have. Instead of telling yourself, oh, come on, it won't matter if I just throw one piece of trash, tell yourself, I care for my home and the earth. And instead of telling yourself, oh, my design looks horrible, tell yourself, I'm full of creative ideas. Lastly, instead of telling yourself the checkout line at the grocery store is long, tell yourself you are patient and will wait for your turn.
I agree. Telling and repeating affirmations is also very important. Here are some helpful tips. 1. Always start with the words I am, I can, I do, and I have. 2. Keep repeating your affirmations. Say it especially when you have unhappy or negative thoughts. 4. Look in the mirror and say your affirmations out loud. 5. Write your affirmations in a notebook, diary, or journal. 6. Make a sign or poster and hang it where you see it every day, like in your room or on the mirror. And lastly, close your eyes and picture what you want to do. That's a real affirmation.
Families, whether you are a mom, dad, aunt, uncle, or even a grandparent, you play a big role in helping us increase or decrease our self-esteem. You can set up a safe space where you don't judge children and give them unconditional love, and the fact that you won't bring it up later. Another useful thing you can do is show parts of your life and make them feel not that you are some great human who has no problems, but show that you are also in the same situation as them. Show them the parts of your life that don't have it all together or where you are struggling. One more thing you can do is use the phrase, I trust you. I trust your decision and you're empowered to make good decisions.
Thank you for listening.
You are listening to Mindful, Beautiful, and Thriving, a podcast series by Tharaka Foundation. As part of our youth series, we will be releasing new episodes every Friday, so make sure to continue to check those out. We hope you enjoyed this podcast, and thank you so much for listening.